Good morning. This is George Nemeh from MAAP Real Talk Show. We're here downtown Scottsdale by Drinking Water and Scottsdale Road. We got a chopper hovering over me. And I'm with the gentleman. I'm so sorry I was late a little bit. I wanted if you could give me a recap. Can you give me your name, sir?
Name's Steve Letson.
Mr. Steve Letson, can you tell me a little bit about what transpired here today?
It was an impressive turnout, you know, for the middle of summer, 113 degrees. We had probably, I counted 200, 250 people, maybe a little more. There was about 6 cops, and we had drones and all that stuff watching us real close.
So when you say it was closed, there's any like new development or something old, or they implement anything new? I mean, is there something I need to know for my audience?
No, I think the arguments have all been settled. I think we all know that we don't need masks. I think we all know that masks are nothing more than a device by the communists to bring everybody into control. I've been a germaphobe my whole life. I study this stuff constantly. Anybody who insists on wearing a mask really isn't paying attention. Any germ that can live in 113 degrees, we're not going to fight with a piece of cloth over our mouth.
So I gather like you against the implementation of wearing a mask, as the governor indicated for our state of Arizona in certain spots and in public.
Mr. Ducey, I am not going to wear your mask. I'm absolutely not going to do anything you say, and I'm actually going to try and organize a group to stop paying property taxes because you are not protecting Arizona. You certainly have not protected Phoenix, Arizona. You are the problem, Mr. Ducey.
But when you say he's the problem, usually in our country, there's a legislative body, there is the White House brings it down, through the federal. Do you think like Ducey acted alone in this regard?
No, Ducey is part of a mindset. I've been to 3 wars, okay? Right. You ask yourself a lot of questions when you've done that in your life. Right. And one of the questions is why do these people do this, okay? But we are looking at a group of people now who are acting, whether they know so or whether they don't, that they are destroying this civilization. They are destroying our culture. They, the communists, are destroying our society, and communists must be eradicated from the United States. We have no space for them. We have no patience for them. And I, who have suffered grievously at the hands of these communists, I will not submit to your baloney.
Now, when you say submit to their baloney, but who are you directing to? To the whole state?
To everybody in BLM. Absolutely every one of you guys in BLM. Anybody in Antifa, I am targeting you. Come after me. You got my name. You know where I'm at. Anybody who supports you or is guilty as you. We do not need BLM, we do not need the Antifa, and we do not need a bunch of idiot supporters supporting these guys tearing down our history and our culture.
Well, from what I'm gathering here, you're a staunch Republican, obviously. Am I correct?
I've been a Republican. I've been a independent. I've been a libertarian. Okay, and in the 2-party system, what we have is Republican is the only answer at this part. The society is gelled apart like oil and water to a point where only separation is going to save this culture.
Well, can you tell me like exactly what happened today in the meeting, like something like pinpointers? Like besides what you just said, like pinpointers, you went inside from the beginning. Who spoke?
Daniel McCarthy spoke, some candidates for city council spoke, some other supporters of people in this group spoke. But what I saw, again, was people from Vice who are pure communists. I approached them. They were flying drones. They were looking for instances where they could make the Republicans look bad, make the conservatives look bad, make the Americans look bad, make believers who believe in the Constitution, they tried to make them look bad. They're saboteurs. They're invaders. And I want Vice to be taken care of. They would not talk to me. They would not confront me. I could have chased them both away myself, but I was held back by the crowd.
Yeah, but we don't. This is a family show, as you know, and you want to get your message out. I am happy that I was able to interview you today. But what you took out of the whole meeting? I understand where your head is at with what you want done. Yeah. Did they satisfy you in any shape or form? Like any little thing inside this meeting today, that satisfied you, sir?
I was very, very happy with all the people that I've talked to. Even the guy with the Viking hat on. I had approached him first to question him, who he was, what he represented. Right. And he represents something called Q. I don't know what Q is, but he is definitely for saving the society and saving our culture and saving our history. Therefore, he's a good guy with a little crazy hat and some wild body tattoos, okay? But I agree with what he said.
From what I'm gathering, you're a veteran. Am I correct, sir?
I was drafted in 1970. In 1978, I was on the east-west border with Germany and the communists. In 1984, 85, and 86, I was in Central America. I was in El Salvador. I have seen these communist movements around the world, and I have seen the damage that they do to long-term culture and societies. We cannot have communists in this country.
Okay, so you said you served which war, sir?
Vietnam.
Right.
Went to Laos.
Went to Laos.
I was in 1977 on the east-west border in Germany.
Wow.
Okay, I was an inspector for the military. And in 1984 and 1985 and 1986, I was in Central America. I was even held, which was always an interesting story, I was held by the Nicaraguans for a day with a bunch of other guys who looked like they were too fighting of age, or they were of fighting age. And I'll tell you what, that afternoon, locked up in the airport with in a big darked out room with the communists listening in on the microphones and the conversations above our heads was a lot of fun. We spent the whole afternoon feeding the communists baloney and drinking rum.
So this is my last question to you. Obviously, after speaking with you briefly, I got to know you a little bit now, and I noticed you're an Arizonian, obviously, from the way you were talking.
I was born in Mesa, Arizona in 1951. I love Arizona. I've seen Arizona change a lot since 1951. Where I live now, down in the highest murder capital in Phoenix, down there at 24th and Van Buren, I was there when there was still farmland. Now I'm surrounded by hundreds of drug addicts, derelicts, and every kind of human scum that you can imagine. It's a constant battle in that area to keep my property secured. I've been in 3 physical confrontations in the last year in that area, and I'm not going to give up. You guys want me? You communists want me? You come get me.
Well, we're going to end it on this, sir. So to be honest with you, I know you're tired. I came in late. My apologies after the meeting. Nice talking with you, sir. Thank you so much. This is George Nemeh with MAAP Real Talk Show, coming to you from Scottsdale, Arizona. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you, sir.